sports fans around this big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth, in whatever city you may live in. Welcome to the 24th edition of Happy Hour here on the VWU Sports Podcast Network. I don't know why I'm doing that, but whatever. Anyways, I am, of course, the owner and founder of the bar, Mr. Jacob B. You can call me Jake the Snake, JV. Doesn't matter what you call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. I am being joined, as always, by my co-host and barkeys, first and foremost, Mr. Brandon C.
It's great to see him back.
And I guess he just woke up.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. We're also being joined by the HSIC himself, Mr. Carter.
Just getting ourselves up and ready to go. Through the Cowboys countdown.
What the heck?
Yeah, I get you on that. And we're also being joined by one of our regulars from the West Coast, Mr. Matty Dangerously.
You better put on your hopes up, Jim Harbaugh, because I'm getting sick of you right now, especially you, pretty boy.
Well, you better hold on. You better hold on to that anger. Better hope that anger doesn't follow with one of the rest of our regulars. Come our way later on in this edition, this podcast, because we got a lot to talk about on this, the 30th of November, the year of our Lord 2025. Yes, it's the final day of the year of November, the month of fall, because once the clock strikes midnight, we are going to be going into winter, and that means that ice cube breaks open. And that, yes, so let's not waste any more time. We got to go fast. So let's get this going.
Hold on, Jacob. We understand, Cody. We understand.
We know, Hoosier. We know. So let's get the show on the road. To say the least, that rivalry week lived up to the hype is the understatement of the year, because this last weekend, over the weekend, we had a lot of rivalry week. I don't know, stuttering happened. Lived up to the hype. All throughout the week, we had nothing but rivalry matchups, albeit with a few exceptions, and they lived up to what their names were.
Well, I think first and foremost, Matt is paying a little bit too much attention to the Chargers game right now. Secondly, this is a doozy. Let me first of all start off on Friday. First and foremost, Ole Miss defeated Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl 38-19. So Ole Miss finishes the regular season at 11-1 and 7-1 in the SEC.
They were so close to perfection. They were just they just only had one bullet hit him in the knee.
But they lose to Alabama, right?
No, Georgia.
They lost to the Dogs of Georgia. It was a rough fight.
I want to be sure who was a one-loss team.
Yeah, and you see why that loss came back to bite him on the backside in the feud. Because boy, that was a whole lot to talk about. First and foremost, over at West Lafayette, dear God Almighty, did Indiana bring the belts? They beat Purdue.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they beat Purdue 56-3.
They kept their hold on the old Oaken bucket for another year as USC. They put belt to ass in West Lafayette and broke down the train that was the Boilermakers.
Well, as Jacob's twin said it best, the beatings will continue until morale improves.
Amen to that. And with that, Indiana makes history for the first time in their school history. They end the regular season perfect.
And Cody said best. I like train.
Okay, that'll get him mad.
Yeah. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Oh, now, and by the way, with that win. With that win in West Lafayette, congratulations to Cody. The Indiana Hoosiers, for the first time in God knows how long, will be going to Indianapolis to end the Discover Big 10 championship.
I'll be the first one to tell you, it's gonna be an interesting game. You get ready to find out who their opponent is in a few minutes, so bear with us. Now, while the listeners was recovering from our food comas,
from the Thanksgiving feast, we were still stuck in our comas.
Yeah, we had an upset.
Okay. This is interesting to see here. Last time the Hoosiers were in the Big Ten championship, 13 years ago.
Yeah. Wow. 2012 was the last time the Hoosiers were in the Big Ten championship.
Now let me go ahead and get to what I was saying. Am I lagging? Am I lagging?
Good question, actually.
I don't think you are.
Okay, then just checking.
Okay, you're good.
We had an upset in Austin, Texas, where the Longhorns upset number 3 Texas A&M 27-17.
No Big 12 title for you, A&M.
Austin thinking they were going to finally get back at their big brother in the Longhorns, but the Longhorns showed why they are who we thought they were. And Arch Manning had himself a career game against the Aggies, and they put them horns right up the Aggies' ass.
Yeah, and because of that loss, Texas A&M, they're not going to be playing for the SEC championship.
No, they have been bought out of the SEC title game.
Yes. So who's going to play who in the SEC championship? Hold on to that. We'll get to that in a few. Now, I could go ahead and tell you that it's the first team that came to mind was Georgia.
Because to round out the Friday games over in Atlanta, clean old-fashioned hate. Well, it lived up to the hype. It was a good old-fashioned fight, but unfortunately, them dogs had a good enough bite in them as they took care of the Yellow Jackets. 16-9 was the final.
Absolutely. Now, let me go ahead and finish it up because there were 2 more games on Friday. Utah defeated Kansas 31-21, and Arizona defeated Arizona State 23-7.
Yes, winning the Territorial Cup for Arizona, and they're bringing it back to Wildcat Stadium. Now, getting back to Georgia, with that win in Atlanta, Georgia, because of the tiebreakers, with that win against Ole Miss earlier in the season, they punched their ticket to go back to Atlanta to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They are the first they get the first half of the conversation of who's going to the SEC title game.
Yep. Now then, on to Saturday. First and foremost, over at the Big House, Ohio State defeated Michigan 27-9.
They finally did it.
After a 4-year slump of Michigan telling Ohio State to suck it, Ohio State in a snowy Big House decided to tell them, "Who's your daddy?" I said, "Who's your daddy?"
I think that Jim, and first and foremost, Ohio State, they played very, very well. Even Brutus got into the act.
They're national champions. What'd you expect?
Yeah, I was about to say Brutus. Brutus the Buckeye got into the act because he spelled out Ohio in the snow.
And X out Michigan.
Yeah, when the snow was starting to cover the field, Brutus decided to write Ohio on the field right next to the end zone.
So this goes to show you. So the Big Ten championship game is Ohio State and Indiana.
We are going to find out who's going to be the last unbeaten team and last unbeaten team, and ironically, and we're going to find out who's else going to take the Big Ten title. It's either going to be Cody's Hoosiers or the reigning champs. As we bring in Gurok, welcome in Gurok.
Hey, pretty boy, throw the damn ball, you moron.
Yeah.
Progressing on, Texas Tech went into Morgantown and 49-0 was the final score.
Talk about shutting it down in Mountain Town. They took care of the Mountaineers in shutout fashion.
Yeah, it was just flat out ugly.
The Big 12 championship game is set for Texas Tech.
It is.
Yeah,
Texas Tech going to be going to Arlington to win the Big 12 championship.
Now then, Oregon defeated Washington 26-14.
Oregon could even in a new conference, they still show Washington that they're their daddy. Quack.
Yeah. Now then, Oklahoma defeated LSU in the nail biter 17-13.
And we kind of figured Oklahoma's got their revenge from 2003. So they got their comeback, and honestly, they deserve it, and they deserve to get back to continue their ways to go to the playoffs. Honestly,
Yep. Notre Dame brought their axe to Stanford and chopped down the tree 49-20.
well, they got themselves some good Stanford Cardinal lumber to head back to South Bend. I'll tell you that much.
Now then, in the Iron Bowl, and Ole Miss was watching this game very closely because they needed Alabama to lose in order to make it to the SEC championship. Unfortunately, and this is how come I don't have any faith in Auburn whatsoever, Alabama defeated Auburn 27-20.
It was a
So,
knockdown. It was a knockdown, drag 'em out heavyweight fight in Auburn at Jordan Hare Stadium. But unfortunately, Alabama had just enough left in the tank to throw the knockout punch.
And that means that they're heading to Georgia.
yeah,
Yeah.
now here's the thing. Let me just bring this up. This is why when I posted this morning, I hate the SEC sometimes because Ole Miss 11-1, 7-1 in the SEC is not going to the SEC championship. Why?
Tiebreakers.
Because here's the tiebreaker. Tiebreaker number one: Alabama had a better overall winning percentage over the opponents than Ole Miss, Georgia, and Texas A&M. So Alabama will be going to Atlanta because Georgia beat Ole Miss head to head. Georgia will be playing against Alabama for the SEC championship.
You gotta love tiebreakers. Sometimes they are a bitch.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I just want to point this out. It's a good thing SEC is going to be playing 9 conference games next year. That's all I'm saying.
We don't have to worry about tiebreakers anymore. We can actually have a definitive two teams that actually who deserve to go to the title game.
Yep. Let me go ahead and progress on. BYU defeated UCF 41-21.
And with that, they're in a Big 12 championship game.
So we now have the Big 12 championship locked in. It will be Texas Tech and BYU duking it out in Jerry World.
That'll be intriguing.
Yeah. Miami defeated Pittsburgh 38-7.
And Miami ends their season 10-2.
I need to make a phone call real quick.
All right, take it away, Jacob.
I
got it. This is a joke. Hello, 911. I need to report a murder in Knoxville. You're not gonna believe what happened. You're not gonna believe what happened. A football team from Nashville came in with their stumping boots on and just made the Volunteers look like bitches. The Commodores defeated Tennessee 45-24.
Not only did they bring their stomping boots, they brought their Tommy guns and just went.
Bye, Tennessee.
Yeah, some tells me Squittard Sports is drinking himself to oblivion.
You know the crazy thing is, believe it or not, he actually is enrolled in Tennessee. So the reason why he couldn't upload was his schedule was a little messed up. He had to deal with college finals, so he had to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. USC won the victory bell.
Victory bell.
They beat UCLA 29-10.
I'm glad I rejected it because I'm not going to that freaking Coliseum my friends invited me to.
We got another upset that happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you on that one there, Matty.
Yeah. Hold off on the upsets for a second. Virginia defeated Virginia Tech 27-7.
Now, let me hold on before we continue. I got to talk about
Virginia
this.
Cavaliers.
Yeah, the Virginia Cavaliers are going to Charlotte in the ACC championship game. But here's the shocker of all of this. Guess who they're going to be facing in the ACC title game?
Duke.
Let me see.
Yeah. Of all teams, a 5-loss Duke Blue Devils is going to the ACC title game.
Here's the thing. A 5-loss Duke team could be going to the college football playoff.
I
Oh,
highly
please
Imagine
let
If
that
that
The-
happens, then you're going to be hearing nothing but controversy heading into for the playoffs.
Every year is always controversy from college football.
Oh, please let it happen. Bring me the chaos.
The ultimate, the Duke Blue Devils
Please.
dropping a nuke.
I just added a new dumbass of the week.
Yeah,
Youngstown.
hold
Youngstown
on.
State.
Easy over there, white chocolate Jose. Easy.
What do you do?
But in all seriousness, a 5-loss Duke team could be going to college football playoff. And you know, and I know if that happens, yeah, you go ahead, bring in all the chaos. Go ahead, bring in all the people who's going to complain, bitch, and moan. Now, how did that happen? Because we had an upset over in Berkeley. California defeated SMU 38-35.
That's what I was
Yeah,
getting
with a
into.
walk-off field goal. If California bit the bullet, it would have been SMU and Virginia in the ACC title game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean,
California and Stanford are embarrassing ACC.
All right, here's the thing for California. Well, California, at least they're going to a bowl. But
I mean, good for them.
And as a matter of fact, also the American championship game is all set up and ready to go because Tulane shut out Charlotte 27-0.
That's
Yep, they're going to
expected
be
from
facing off
Tulane.
against they're going to be facing off against.
That means they're going to be facing North Texas.
Yep, they're going to be facing off against North Texas. That outside of James Madison, we might be seeing our group of 5 representative in the college football playoff right there.
I think also here's the thing, and by the way, Jacob, you can go ahead and get the new top 10 up because they're ready. But here's the thing.
I'm getting it pulled up as we
The
speak.
AP because the playoff one is going to be on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yep, and we will actually cover that. Hopefully we will actually cover that.
That depends on what time. Hold on, Jacob. That depends on what time they air the
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So 7 o'clock.
Chances are we might not be on the. Well, it could. Yeah, you never know. But here's the thing which I was trying to say. I think that obviously because James Madison, they were playing in the Sun Belt Championship game. I don't know who they're playing against.
Troy.
But, they're facing Troy.
Yeah.
Okay,
now,
Troy. Okay, we know what it is. It's Troy. Got it.
Gotcha. Now then, so here's the thing. So conference championship games is gonna be a close nail biter because here's the thing. We know that chances are Georgia is going to be going to the playoff. Alabama needs to win in order to get in. If they lose,
it's over.
They need to be out of the conversation.
They're out. They're out. That's their 3rd loss, and they're done.
Mm-hmm. And we also know that in the Big Ten, we know both Indiana and Ohio State will be going to the.
It's just a matter of who's going to stay undefeated. That's the big question. Who's going to be the last one to stay?
Who's going to get the bye into the?
That's the big question. Who's going to be who's going to be going to the quarterfinals of the New Year's Six?
Yeah, because like I said, both teams could be getting a bye here, but you never know. Never know how.
Yeah, who's going to be getting the easier bye? You know, who's going to be getting the one of the 4?
Yeah, and of course we got we have the Big 12 between Texas Tech and BYU. Chances are both of them will be going
to the playoffs. It's just a matter of who might be getting.
It's more like winner gets the last
bye spot. Okay, who could be getting the last bye spot, and who could be going to the who could be getting the who be going to the first round.
Yeah, who'll be hosting the playoff game.
Yeah. It's just a matter of who's going to be hosting the playoff game and who's going to be taking a week off.
Yes, that's a distinct possibility. Also, well, we know the ACC got Duke and Virginia, and chances are whoever wins that is going to be on the road.
They're going to be because with their schedule, some tells me they're going to be going on the road for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And so, like we said, with the American and the Sun Belt, who I think if James Madison wins, then they gotta hope that either North Texas or Tulane just
bites.
Yeah. Well, both of them face against each other. James Madison just got to hold that one of these two teams. Either way it goes, they need to blow out Troy. I'll put it that way. they could blow out Troy and make a big statement for the committee, too hard for the committee to ignore, then I think that I think they'll do it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of impressing. All we need to know is all we need to know is to find out if they can impress the committee enough to get that group of 5 ticket.
Yeah. Now then,
all right, I have the AP top 25, top 10 pulled up.
All right, go ahead, Jacob.
All right, here is the AP top 25 for the 30th of November, the last one of November. As we're about to get into to the big month of December, that's when the party really starts. So here's what it is. So Indiana and Ohio State stay at numbers 1 and 2 respectively. Ohio State number 1, Indiana number 2 respectively. They are the last of the unbeatens in college football. They're the last. They are the last of the breed in the for this season, and that will change come this coming Saturday when we get the championship weekend. And number 3 is the Bulldogs of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And number 4 is the Oregon Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
And number 5 is the Red Raiders.
Hold on, Jacob. So basically, the top 3 remain the same. The change just started at number 4.
Yes. Number 4 is the Ducks of Oregon. Number 5 is the Red Raiders of Texas Tech.
Changes to that 3 because if you recall, Carter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Texas Tech took a tumble.
Yeah.
Texas A&M took a tumble. Go ahead.
Yeah. Texas A&M took a tumble. Yeah. Georgia moved up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ole Miss number 6. Texas A&M took a nosedive from 3rd to 7th. Oklahoma at number 8. Notre Dame at number 9, and Alabama at number 10. And on the outside looking in in the AP poll is BYU and Miami.
Now then, let me also go ahead and bring this up. James Madison is ranked. And North Texas ranked right behind him. James Madison at number 19, North Texas at number 20, and Tulane at number 21.
Yeah, the group of 5 contenders are respectively in their own little group, 19, 20, and 21 respectively.
Mm-hmm. And like we said, one of these 3 teams, they will be going to the playoff. I just wish
it's just a matter of who can impress the committee good enough to get that ticket.
Now, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, outside of all those games, we do have some hires to announce.
We do have hires, fires, and transfers.
Yeah, well, first and foremost,
please tell me it's Bill O'Brien. Please tell me it's Bill O'Brien.
Well, I have not seen any news about about Bill.
Yeah,
O'Brien
no news on Bill O'Brien.
I haven't seen that yet.
Sorry, Garak. You're gonna have to wait till you're gonna have.
I was about to say first and foremost. The mystery's over. The secret's out of the bag. Lane Kiffin is on his way to Baton Rouge.
Yep. After weeks of speculation, contract disputes, and everything in between, Lane Kiffin has made his choice. He is heading cross I-12 to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He has made his choice. He is committing to become the head coach of Louisiana State University.
Yes.
After Ole Miss basically wanted to give him the war chest, the king's ransom of over $120 million. He said no. He is going to LSU for 7 years, $90 million. $90 million.
7 years, holy smokes!
Yeah, money talks.
Yep.
Let me just bring this up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
No.
Hold on.
No. This is not a case of money talks and bullshit walks. As we welcome in Hit Kid, this is not a case of money talks, bullshit walks, because Ole Miss wanted to give the bigger offer over $120 million. It's just that the prestige actually drew the bigger stick here. Okay.
Yeah. Let me also bring this up because Lane Kiffin posted this on social media. After a lot of prayer and time spent with family, I made the difficult decision to accept the head coaching position at LSU. I was hoping to complete a historic 6-season
He sold out.
Yeah, I was hoping to complete a historic 6-season run with this year's team by leading Ole Miss through the playoffs, capitalizing on the team's incredible success and their commitment to finish strong and investing.
Carter, I don't want to hear Lane Kiffin's excuses. He sold out.
Yeah.
Sold Ole Miss out the river to go to a more prestigious, in Jacob's eyes, program, which they are in LSU. He sold Ole Miss down the river when Ole Miss is a better contender than LSU right now. Even Jacob wouldn't deny that.
Yeah, I agree. Look, I agree on it.
So I get it and all that. I personally hope, and Jacob, this ain't a vendetta against LSU. Please don't think that. But I personally hope this backfires on Lane Kiffin horribly.
Well, look, we're going to see what happens because here's the thing. From what I've been hearing, he's not coming alone to Baton Rouge. He's bringing some of his coaching staff with him.
Yeah, he sold Ole Miss down the river.
Yeah, I mean, let me just be the first one to tell you, because as a fan of Ole Miss, I guess, like you said, Jacob, I guess he wanted to go to Baton Rouge, which in my opinion, look, I totally understand. He could do whatever he wants. But at least Ole Miss can now say, okay, then he's gone. Let's go ahead and get next man up and get this team ready for the playoff.
We already heard news that we already got your backup head coach, your interim head coach already set up and ready to go.
Well, because they're saying that that's his job permanently. The defensive coordinator. Let me see here if I can.
I've heard. Yeah, Pete Golding.
Yeah. He's gonna be the new head coach. So he's going to be in charge and running this team, getting this team ready for the playoff. Like I said, I'm just a little bit disappointed that Lane Kiffin. Yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed that Lane. I mean, and we've seen this happen before because Lane Kiffin left Tennessee high and dry to take the job at the Raiders. So this was bound to happen. I applaud Ole Miss for standing their ground. Like I said, Jacob, they offered him more money, but he chose to go to Baton Rouge because Baton Rouge is a bigger name. LSU is a bigger name than Ole Miss, and that, in my opinion, is disappointing.
Let me be clear. I don't want this to blow up in LSU's faces because it ain't LSU's fault. Lane Kiffin's a sellout.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin is what Lane Kiffin is. Okay, it ain't LSU. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got to see let's see what happens. If he decides to be an idiot, that's his problem. And all he is nothing more than a jackass.
Yeah, he better. All I gotta say is Lane Kiffin better brace himself because next year LSU will be coming to Oxford next year.
Yeah, and safe to say the fans are going to sell that place out in droves, and it's going to be hellfire and brimstone.
Speaking of college football, I don't know if you've covered it. The game wasn't a game this week. Ohio State murked.
Oh yeah, we talked.
Yeah, they did.
That. Ohio State.
With a mascot making fun of Michigan by Xing out Ohio.
You know what? All-time a mascot performance from Brutus. If you saw what he did.
Yeah, that's a mascot.
Spell out Ohio in the snow.
No. Not only that, he spelled out Ohio in the snow, but even more insulting. Before the ground staff had noticed it, he crossed out the Michigan M in the end zone.
Yeah, like I said, X out M.
He X'd out the M. Legit, an all-time a mascot performance. I don't care what anyone tells me.
Brutus is a legend, and he will always be a legend.
Yeah,
for that, all-timer.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get through. First and foremost, the Gators have hired Tulane's John Summerall as their new head coach.
Yep,
interesting choice.
Yep, John Summerall will be heading. All I'm going to say is this: I'll say is John Summerall. Thank you for your service and for your 2 seasons in New Orleans. You did great. You've basically revitalized the Green Wave. You made them a great. You brought back-to-back winning seasons with Tulane, back-to-back conference championships in the American Conference. Good luck in the SEC because the SEC is a different animal than the American Conference. So good luck in Florida, my friend.
Yeah. Now then, another American coach is making his way to the SEC country. Auburn has hired South Florida's Alex Goulash.
Interesting move.
Goulash.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting move. He's also, but he has history in the SEC as he was a former offensive coordinator for Tennessee, so he knows how the SEC works. So let's see how this does, and as he goes to Auburn, to the hills of Auburn.
Arkansas has hired Memphis's Ryan Silverfield as their new head coach. Silverfield.
Interesting choice, honestly. Let's see how this works for them.
Yeah, I just want to point this out that
Go ahead.
Silverfield did a good job at Memphis. He took Memphis to a bowl game year after year after year, just as some of the Memphis fans got sick and tired and wanted more.
Nah, I wouldn't be
So
panicking. I heard you just shout, "Come on, defense!" I wouldn't be panicking considering who you're playing.
now we have a couple
We'll have
of
to see.
fires.
We'll have to see.
Roll Battlefield being dumbasses.
Yeah, we do have a couple axes, but as we stated, Guruk, we haven't heard any news from Coach Bill Jackass in Boston College.
Now, first and foremost,
Let his ass out.
Yeah, but first and foremost, gentlemen,
Finally.
Coastal Carolina, they fired Tim Beck. Even though they're going to a bowl, they fired their head coach Tim Beck. So he's out.
Why? They're gonna go for it.
Well, to be fair, they lost yesterday to James Madison, 59-10.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, ended the regular season at 6-6, and they were on a 3-game losing streak. So they had to let him go. And Michigan State, hold on, Jacob. Michigan State, they fired Jonathan Smith after 2 seasons. So he's out of a job.
Jonathan.
Truly,
Smith
I love
got
you,
axed as
man.
Well.
So
USC boy.
Yeah.
I also got some news on this as well. They're actually going to be staying in the Big Ten with their next hiring. They're set to hire Northwestern coach Pat Fitzgerald as their new head coach for Michigan to go to East Lansing.
Wait a minute. You talk about former head coach Pat Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that's why I said EX.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because remember he was fired due to some kind of scandal, and he
or
sued.
Something. Yeah, some kind of BS.
Yeah, he sued, and they reached a settlement. But that's beside the point. Like we said, I haven't heard anything from Boston College. No, Gurrick is hoping that Bill O'Brien gets fired out of a cannon. But let me just check just to be sure.
Bad running play.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Boston College, they did beat Syracuse yesterday.
Matt, I wouldn't panic. You're going to win that game.
Yeah,
they better not screw it up.
They beat Syracuse 34-12.
Catch, I apologize for talking over you. I'm just telling Matt to calm down. You're playing the fucking Raiders. We're getting into the NFL section in a minute. Because I have a lot to turn to.
Yeah.
If we had lost to Syracuse, Bill O'Brien should have been fired. Bill O'Brien was getting axed because because tickets were that this game. People had such low faith going into this game that tickets started as low as $3.
$3.
How do you see?
That's like 60. That's like 70s money
against the team. Boston College has not beaten an FBS opponent in literally a year, and Syracuse had just got their ass beat by Notre Dame.
And a quote from the guy from the RoboCop. I'll buy that for $1.
Are you shocked that it's so bad?
Carter?
Oh,
yes. I'm just reading
Jose is exploding
the live chat. He's smoking the live chat. Yeah, boy. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and enough of the violin because I know you're about to get it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head on out to the meeting to fill this portion of this program. Boy, because some tells me Thanksgiving was not a very good Thanksgiving to some folks. Let's go ahead and get to it.
I don't know what. Get to the fun part.
I don't know what you're on about. Thanksgiving's been good to me this week.
Well,
I get that why.
For you, but
let's start with the opening game: Lions versus Packers.
All right, take the score.
This was Joe.
Well,
I'm going to say I
let's get
I
started
need to
on
give
that.
I need to give my main headline from this game.
All right.
The
We'll call let's go ahead and
the
hit you with
the
my
Jordan Love redemption
All
game.
right.
Oh.
He's been due a big game like that in a couple of weeks. And he absolutely, if it weren't for him, the Packers would
Definitely.
have lost that game by at least 10. He
All
was
right.
amazing, was Jordan Love in that game. Like every pass was perfect off him. I think we could all agree.
Oh, most definitely.
So the Packers beat the Lions 31-24.
Andy helped me drop 36 points on someone in this Discord call right now, on this chat right now in Fantasy Money League.
Yeah.
Hi, Josh. How you doing?
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, hold on,
Nasty
stop. Gentlemen, first and foremost, like we did bring up, Packers defeated the Lions. That was the first game of that superheader, which what we saw.
I'll think
Packers
exactly
defeated
the same way
Lions.
from what Hitkit says.
Yeah.
They managed to pull over the almighty defense.
It was Jordan Love. Jordan Love was huge for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I should have started.
Oh, definitely.
Well, hold on, gentlemen. I should have started Jordan Love in fantasy. That's what I should have done. Yeah, I should have started Jordan Love in fantasy because I assumed, and I need to go get a little peek into this, but I assumed that Lamar Jackson was going to have a field day with the Bengals defense.
Well, we'll get to that. That's the last game.
Remember,
We have to
note
talk
to
about the game
self.
in the middle.
Yeah, note to self. Never assume because you'll make an ass out of you and me. Never assume. The
Amen
second
to that.
game.
Amen to that. No, actually, no. You know what they say? It makes an ass
Great
out of
kick.
you.
Good
and
job,
me.
Hicker.
Yeah.
Now, the second game we saw the Chiefs defeated the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys.
Cowboys, dummy.
Yeah, I slipped my words. Cowboys defeated the Chiefs 31-20.
Thank you, Dallas. Thank you for being
Dallas,
Chiefs.
Dallas
Thank
is the
you.
only time we will ever give you a thank you.
I'm going to say something scary. Chiefs now need to run the table, otherwise they miss the playoffs. That is the fact. They need to
run the
The
table.
only way the Chiefs are making the playoffs is if they run the table, because they got no help today with the Texans and Jags winning. They are in real danger of missing the playoffs, which, if that happens, and with the way the AFC, I'm going to be blunt. If the Chiefs don't make the playoffs, and I still don't know who the fuck's coming out the AFC North, I'm going to say it truthfully, we're going to the preseason favorite here, okay? Which was the Buffalo Bills, who are on course to win today, okay? At the moment, unless something drastically changes.
Yeah.
Buffalo, this is your window. And I think you're worse this year than you were last year. Is it a new kid on the block? Is it a Patriots? Is it a Denver? But I don't know if I can trust those teams in the... And Gert will understand why I'm saying I don't know if I can trust those teams in the playoffs due to, rookie QBs and all that. And that ain't me being insulted, that's, I think, being fair.
No, it's just history.
So
it's history
Buffalo, truthfully, this is your chance. That's what it seems to me.
Yeah.
And last week we were talking about Buffalo's Super Bowl window being closed due to how embarrassing they were against the Texans.
Well,
the AFC this year it's a minefield. You can't really trust any team in it.
Yeah, it is really a minefield, and every team is tiptoeing right now, trying to figure out which one's safe or which one's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now then, we're heading to the Thursday night game.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
To be entertaining.
Yeah, give me a sec. There we go.
Here we go.
There it is.
Now then, on Thursday Night Football.
I suggest you duck and cover.
Yeah, on Thursday Night Football, the Bengals went into M&T Bank Stadium
And kick their ass.
Yeah, it was just a complete embarrassment. Bengals did the Ravens 32-14.
Here's the thing. I don't blame the Ravens defense because we knew that was, inconsistent enough. What the fuck was the Ravens offense in this game?
Interception, fumbles. What the fuck?
That's what I mean. What the fuck was the Ravens offense in this game?
Uh-oh. Dear. Well, we got Jose in the building.
Oh boy! I think
Anyway,
I know where this is going.
let's have the nuclear bomb go off. I'm waiting for Josh to speak.
Asante here. We ready to speak in just a minute. Yeah, I think that here's the thing though, and Jose, feel free to jump in whenever you're ready.
All right.
Now, I just think that honestly, in my opinion, what happened was easy and simple. I mean, Joe
They're
Burrow.
just trying to get him fired.
Oh, well, Joe Burrow just came back and he performed. He took advantage of every situation under the sun. Lamar Jackson, I don't know what kind of game you had. I don't know if you took the Bengals for granted or what. I have no clue. I have no idea what happened. But this was just an utter embarrassment of what happened out there at M&T Bank Stadium on Thanksgiving night. You sure this team wasn't in a food coma? I'm just curious. I mean,
Did you have a cake?
I'm just waiting for Josh to speak up.
I'm just like I said. Me personally, I take the bite on the bullet here. I should have started Jordan Love because Jordan Love had a great game. Lamar Jackson,
definitely.
Lamar Jackson with one interception and 2 fumbles. Just went down here in a hurry. Just flat out ugly. This game is just ugly. And now the AFC North is looking a little bit more interesting because even as we speak, I think the Bills are beating the Steelers. And now, thanks to the Bengals being the Ravens here, now they're in the mix. So, this is AFC North football, ladies and gentlemen. AFC North.
Here we go.
Said.
It's one of those things, AFC North.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, Jamal, the floor is yours.
This is like the AFC North race in a nutshell. The Simpsons clip I showed you.
We've been waiting for this.
Oh, we know he's here.
I'm here. I don't know what to tell you other
Let's
than
do this.
the embarrassment that this offense was. Nothing new, unfortunately. A bad old line being bad.
INT number 5. Sorry.
A bad old line being bad. A weak performance from the offense. Rasheed Ali getting more snaps than Derrick Henry and Keaton Mitchell. For what reason, I don't know. Oh, wait, the reason was on the screen already. The buffoon in charge. Lovely. I should take this Coke bottle and bash it over his head in GTA. But we'll be nice and leave him alone. I am disappointed, but I'm not angry. I should be angry, but I'm not. Because leave it to the Ravens to go on a 5-game winning streak and then decide to take the foot off the gas and put all that pressure on the defense. Lovely. Not to mention, this game should have been closer, but Isaiah Likely decided to have little fingers, and Zay Flowers got a penalty. So, as far as I'm concerned, they put themselves in this position. There's no need for me to be angry. You put themselves in this spot.
Is it fair to say only one team is coming out of the AFC North now 100%?
Well, with how the Steelers are looking right now, yeah. The Ravens still have a chance to win the AFC North.
And now the Bengals are alive in the division.
Because Joe Burrow's back.
For how long? That is a fair question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow had an easy game this time. Who's to say he doesn't have an easy game next time?
The Bengals are alive in what is usually one of the better divisions in football this year. And this is a fact. AFC North has always been known as, one of the better divisions in football, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've said that for years on this podcast, but this year it's maybe one of the worst because of its inconsistency.
Yeah.
Here's why I say that. The leaders of the AFC North are not even going to. We haven't got a single team over 500 in that division.
Nope.
Nope.
That's how, as Kat likes to say, you want to know what your Dookie Mountain is this year? It is. You can't deny it.
Here's the thing. Dookie Mountain is still the NFC South.
No, but the AFC North is the Dookie Mountain this year.
Okay. We'll just have to say that argument for another day. Friday.
Because
Let me go
historically, Dookie Mountain will always be the NFC South.
Yeah.
All right, then let me go ahead and change the background back to our bar. Now then, and just get this back up.
There you go.
There you go. Now then, Friday, dear God Almighty, over at the link, Bears defeated the Eagles 24-15.
This was a beating.
Bears. I'll be honest with you, right? I think maybe I saw maybe the first period, roughly, first or second period of it.
An ass kicking.
The Bears had complete control over the game.
The Bears controlled this game from start to finish. The Eagles' offense was shit, which we called them out for. Please, God, let my team get Philly in the playoffs. I am not kidding. And here's the other thing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been wondering, can the Bears have a legitimate win? Ladies and gentlemen, they just got that legitimate win going into Philadelphia and spanking them.
Also, let's just stop with the legitimate wins conversation, considering teams are losing to teams with 3-8 records.
No, that's fair.
I think we can kind of stop that conversation.
But that's something which the media was pushing, with the Bears. Can they beat a proper team? Okay.
Yeah.
They win. The results matter more than the status of the team.
Chicago are for real. I think Caleb Williams in his sophomore season.
He's developing really well.
Has been amazing. Expected. It was expected.
Yeah.
He is a special talent.
But they are basically playing like the Detroit Lions.
What the Bears have done to that O-line and all that to help Caleb Williams out.
They're playing like the Lions.
You've got to praise Chicago and praise
definitely.
Praise Ben Johnson. Great
They're
job.
Playing like the Lions.
Yeah.
They are playing like Detroit.
So all credit to Chicago. They deserve a lot of kudos. Philadelphia's a mess right now. I'd love to see them. If you're any team in the NFC playoffs, you'd love to see Philly right now. It's not there to be had.
I was about to say, let me also bring this up. For the first time since, I think, I might need to be corrected on this, but for the first time since 2018, the Bears is going to have a winning record this season.
Mm-hmm.
Hard is starting to piss me off.
Yeah. So just goes to show you. Now, before we go to Sunday game.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, before we go into Sunday games, we do have, first and foremost, someone is checking out of the Injury Demon's house.
Hey. So, I guess this is it. Yeah. It's for the best, though. Do I have to go? You have to, man. No, I could aggravate a muscle, or I could go. It's time. Okay. Who'd ever thought that I'd enjoy being injured? Who'd have thought that I would gain a friend this year? But, I hope I never see you again. What? You deserve the world, man. In order for you to get that, I can't ever see you again. For a demon, you really are a godsend for all these players. Some of the players just bring out the best in me. Don't go forgetting about me. I can never. You'll always be with me. And I'll be watching. I'll be rooting you on. You didn't gain a friend. You gained a brother.
Okay.
Now watch. Hold on. Now watch him get.
I've got a line to say. I've got a line to say. He checked out, kicked the Ravens' ass, and he'll probably be back checked in before the end of the season.
Yeah. I'm about to say, watch him get re-injured and get on the shelf for another 4 months.
If that does happen,
I'll call me shot on that.
You know what? I'm joining you, hey kid.
Holy shit, that is one of the catches of the season right there I've just seen from Brock Bowers.
Now then, by the way, let's hang on, folks. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a quick look into the Contenders Club. Remember, this video was made before.
These fuckers need kicking out. Let's go.
Yeah, we need.
All right, I'm back. I don't know if I like the fact that there's been so many contenders this year. Yeah, no, it feels like everyone's been in and out of here at least a couple of times. Not everyone. So far. Wait, yeah. Aren't we supposed to be comfortable here? Meanwhile, we're all kind of like tense, nervous, terrified. I'm gone for 1 week and suddenly no one trusts themselves. Do you trust yourself? It's irrelevant. That's why Philly planned this trip to Europe. We need to decompress. Yeah, no. I'm not complaining about that part. And none of us plan on Thanksgiving, so it'll be a nice break. Wait! I gotta get back to the States in 12 out! That's why you planned this trip, isn't it? No. Maybe. They're gonna lose. Classic Philly. Can't succeed without some kind of cheating play. Oh my, the tush push isn't cheating! But you know what does feel like cheating? Bringing back Aaron Donald for a playoff run. Skill issue. Skill? Oh, you sound a little nervous there, Philly. No. Uh-oh. Someone feeling a little threatened? If I feel threatened, then you're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower.
There are at least 3 teams that should be kicked out of the Contenders Club this week on that video.
Colts, Eagles, and
Lions.
Well, Eagles.
You know what? I agree.
All 3 should be kicked out this week. The only 2 teams. Listen. We'll get into the Rams and what they did. Thank fucking God. And we'll get it. And obviously the Patriots are yet to play this week. But even if the Patriots lose, the record they still belong there. But those 3 teams, Eagles,
Lions, Colts,
all kicked out the Contenders Club this week.
Oh, almost forgot. We have more. Speaking of the, what we just witnessed, we got more.
Are we cooked? Wait, at least I'm gonna make the playoffs. You sure about that? Have you seen my division? Yeah, and even with how ass it is, you've still got that sneaking up on you. Hi. What, did you see something scary? Oh, couldn't have been that terrifying Eagles defense I was hearing so much about. Yeah, that wasn't scary at all. I thought you were dead. No, yeah, I was. At halftime of my game against you. I kind of stopped paying attention at that point. Did something happen? Oh, you want to laugh? I'm sorry. Well, Kansas City, I'll still at least get a wild card, and I beat you this season. So, yeah, and who are you confident that you could beat in the playoffs? Well... Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, that's embarrassing, but it's probably not as embarrassing as missing the playoffs with a healthy and prime Mahomes. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but I agree with Dallas. Well, joke's on you guys, because if I do miss the playoffs, then that just means that I'll have a higher draft pick, and that'll just help improve our team. Wait, yeah, maybe I'll miss the playoffs too and do the same. Look at you two. This is pathetic. I mean, you guys were in the Super Bowl 10 months ago, and now you guys are acting and playing like you're in the bottom 5. We were just roasted by the Bears. This is a new low.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
It is a new low for those 2 teams.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell. I agree with Josh on this one. Those 2 teams suck.
Yeah.
At the moment.
And we probably might see...
Not a single tear was shedded for them.
No, legitimately, I want those 3 teams, Colts, Lions, and the other team. Who was it? It was Colts, Lions.
Colts, Lions, and Eagles.
I want to make the Contenders Club.
Well, here's the thing. Who would you put in there as a replacement?
Easy. Seattle, and I dare you to argue that.
I'm not.
Seattle in. You put Chicago in this week.
Absolutely, yeah.
I want to deny Chicago going in. And
Not
for
nice,
me,
not gonna go either.
I think they're going to win. I think you finally put Denver in due to the record.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
You
That
can't
I
deny
agree
any
with.
of those three. There's your three replacements.
Now then,
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
yeah. Now let me also go ahead and bring this up before we head into the Sunday games because I've been looking out for Ubers. We only have
We already
one
have our.
Uber.
We actually have our first Uber. Actually.
Yeah, we already have our first Uber.
They were late.
And,
The Uber- the
and
Uber-
ironically, we're heading to the east, NFC East to be exact.
Giants.
Hi, New York! It's back to that first
Brendan,
time.
your
Expected.
turn.
That was expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
It's not like I
hit the
put 3
door.
bulls in the back of their heads, not mafia style. Back
Godfather,
in the alleyway.
Goodfellas style. I give you
Yeah,
that.
hold on.
Hit the
Time
button.
out. Time
Hold
out.
on, Jacob. I have to apologize. I'm sorry, Jose. I couldn't get a hold of Sting. That's how come I couldn't get the police. Yeah. So because
Don't worry, Carter. Jordan Love put 3 in the back of the head of the Lions.
Yeah, they
I
did.
think that
They did. Yeah. Yeah, they were shit for 60 minutes. So what else can I say?
Hey, Jordan Love dropped 36 points on Jamal's fantasy team this week. I think Jamal's sick
You
of Jordan
offensive
Love.
lineman. Total shit.
The funniest part is I could still probably win that.
You were on 5%.
Okay, easy, gentlemen. But
Let's get this
anyway,
Uber over with.
You need some devil magic if you were to beat me this week.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Giants. Here's your Uber. Get out.
Hey, New York. You Uber outside. Amazing how quick these boys went from Big Blue to Blue 10. Rest well. A flock of Jameis Winston quotes sing thee to thy slumber. I'm sorry this is late, but honestly, I didn't think I'd have to do one of these before Thanksgiving.
The flock of Jameis Winston.
Can I say this, though? Them being the first Uber and they'll have a top 5 pick in the draft and all that. And if I'm that team, I want to lose. Like, you've been killed with interest. You've lost the star running back and the star wide receiver 1, this season.
Yeah.
Okay? You've got a really good young developing quarterback. You just need pieces. Rebuild. And if you can get a high draft pick, who knows? There'll be a quarterback needing team which will probably want to trade up with you.
Yeah.
I will say it right now. I think the Giants. What's the Giants' wins? How many wins have they got this season so far?
2 and 10.
I will tell you right now. I think the Giants are in for 6 or 7 wins next season. I'll call my shot on that.
Me and Cody's
Thank God, Bedell.
big fans of the football, the paper football guy. You might want to go check him out. He's cool. Handed the Giants the first bandwagon boarding pass, ironically back-to-back years, and the team they're going to be rooting for is out west, NFC West, as they're going to be rooting for the Rams.
Well, they might have regretted that after today if we get into the Sunday games.
Now we are going into the Sunday games. Finally. First and foremost, the Sunday games, and all I gotta say is, Buccaneers defeated the Cardinals 20-17. And I tell you what, this is a little bit easier for me to swallow than what happened last Sunday night. Good God Almighty!
How the hell was Baker fit to play this game? I thought that was like it turned out you needed him, otherwise you would have lost this game without him. So credit to Baker for being a gamer. I've said it about Arizona. I really mean this. I get you getting rid of Kyler Murray, who I, by the way, think should end up in New York, but on another New York team. Okay. Yeah, that's one of my big off-season moves. I think the Jets should go for Kyler Murray. I am not backing down on that.
I'm just bring this up.
But this is what I'm going to say, and that's going to be a personal foul and a penalty. But I'm going to say this: can the I hope they don't, but can the Cardinals fire everyone?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
We'll see what happens in the
offseason. I mean, because fire the general manager, fire the head coach, fire everyone.
Let me put it like this, ladies and gentlemen. We are in week 13 of the NFL this season. Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cardinals are locked in to finish last in the NFC West.
Not only that, but they're waiting for their Ubers.
Speaking of which, Arizona got the second got the second battle bandwagon boarding pass, and ironically, they're going to be staying out west. But they're going to be going to the AFC West. They're going to be rooting for the Denver
Thank you,
Broncos.
Max Crosby, for being the biggest jerk ever.
Now
I
then,
just saw that. That was a punk move from Max Crosby.
Yeah,
Well,
Max
now
Crosby
then,
uses him to be a punk-ass MF.
moving on. We're moving on off to Cleveland. The 49ers defeated the Browns 26-8.
Expected.
Next on the 49ers.
I'm dead serious on this. Stop running the fucking Wildcat on 4th down, Browns. Let Shador be your QB. I get Shador's growing up and all that, but let Shador be your QB running the 4th down plays. Did you see how bad they botched the Wildcat, which set up the game changer for Southampton to win that game?
To be fair, even if they didn't do the Wildcat, they weren't winning that game at all.
No, I agree they weren't winning the game, but still, they were architects of their own destruction with that.
They were getting.
And that's on the head coach. That's on the head coach.
They were getting their asses beat.
Another one who's on the hot seat, in my opinion. And by the way, they didn't lose that game because of Shador. I want to make that clear.
No, they just couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
there was nothing.
Their defense was disappointing, and to be fair as well, their old line is absolutely tragic.
Yeah. How can any hold on? I just made this up. How can any QB survive being behind that line?
Oh, this thing sucks.
I think Kevin Stefanski needs to be gone.
Yeah.
He's still not the biggest problem for that organization.
Yeah, I know, the owner and GM.
Those idiots play responsibility because, again, Deshaun Watson should have never got paid any of that money.
Well, no one's going to argue that with you.
Yeah. Moving on. Over in Nashville, the Jaguars defeated the Titans 25-20.
The Jags are back.
Just like that.
Tick tock, Cody. Kitty is here to claw your team apart. Who picked the Jags?
Jacksonville's got a chance to do that.
Who picked the Jags in the preseason to win the NFC South?
No, you did.
NFC South.
This
is a quick question. I know he's out for the regular season. Would he be out for the playoffs? And that's Travis Hunter. To get Travis Hunter back for the playoffs.
It's a distinct possibility.
They said he's out for the season, so
probably not.
Yeah, so chance that count the playoffs with it too.
They don't need Travis Hunter when they have Jacoby Myers.
Great trade. Saved their season.
Yeah,
saved their season. Was a
They're doing
brilliant
smart
trade.
move. It was smart move.
Yep. Malik is waiting for his Uber.
Hey, I'll say this about the Titans, and I really mean this. They need help everywhere. Defense, offense. Good news is, higher draft pick you get, you probably get a trade which can help rebuild your franchise. So there's same thing for the Giants. There's QB needed teams. If I'm the Titans, I get a haul. I get multiple draft picks. I start, doing that and spending. And the truth is, and this is the truth, Cam Ward has a bright future. And I've been meaning to say that from last week when he played very well against Seattle.
Yeah.
He plays. This is a funny thing. He plays better against the top defenses in the NFL.
Well,
legitimately this season.
He doesn't really have a choice.
No, he doesn't because everyone else around him is shit. So I have all the love in the world for Cam Ward. I think he's going to be great for Tennessee. So that's my takeaway.
All right. Now then, coming to the stage, actually returning to the stage, Houston's bitch. Texas defeated 20-16.
Hey, Cody, the warning was coming.
So everyone knows I've been dealing with since last Sunday. I've been dealing with what I'm calling COVID because I've still not got rid of this.
You want me to get you some? You want me to get you some cough drops?
But no. Here's the thing. Oh wait, I'm joking. Oh wait, this is the Indianapolis Colts with the AFC South.
By the way, I saw his messages. I'm gonna just go ahead and get the obvious out the way. I won't wait for the clown music to finish.
It was. Well, I thought it was an extra point, which was no good.
I already stopped.
I would just like to say
it was a field goal.
Yeah, they got robbed by that. I agree.
One, do not play to rely on the referees to
Yes,
make every call correct.
do not rely on the refs.
Stop trusting the NFL referees to do their job fully, because if they were doing their job fully, they would call everything and we would hate it. You play to win no matter the circumstance.
Yeah.
If you lose, you got to take the loss.
Take the ball.
We all got to deal with it.
Take the
they are collapsing though.
Yeah.
I really
trust
mean
me.
it.
You know,
Trust
this
me.
actually makes a lot of
There-
sense.
That's the worst possible
There
time, too.
are several referees that would deserve to get hit in the face with a brick or two.
By the
How
way,
stupid they are.
I'll say this: I'm looking forward to playing the Colts in a couple of weeks if you'll see after.
By the way, you know what? This makes a lot of sense. You can take the Colts out of the glue factory, but you can't take the glue factory out of the Colts.
I'll say this: next week's game is for the AFC South. Colts Jags is for the AFC South.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Well, hold
That's
on.
the thing we're going to talk about. on
Huge
Tuesday.
game next week.
We're going to talk about it on
also-
Tuesday.
Yeah, let me also just bring this
Oh,
up
and also
because-
they lost Sauce Gardner to what looked like a hamstring.
Yeah,
Or a
let
calf
me
injury.
go ahead and bring this up real quick because not only thanks to them losing, they have also let the Texans back in the conversation. So Houston could come back and win the AFC South. So
I would say the Texans have a chance, but here's the thing: I see 3 wins on the Texans. I see 2 wins definitely on the Texans schedule. Cardinals, Raiders. The problem is, I think the Texans have 3 more losses on their schedule. Let me put it like this: their next game is Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs next week. I am picking the Chiefs in that game. Why?
I don't think that's
I think it's a 50-50 game, but I think KC are in win and go home mode.
I
will be
I don't
cheering.
think that-
Note, if you're a fan of the NFL, you want the Texans to win that game, unless you're the Colts or the Jags.
I don't think the Chiefs have it that safe either, considering that's one of the best defenses in the entire
No,
league.
I agree, but that is a must-win game for the for the Chiefs. Okay.
Yeah,
And
the Bengals.
I'll pick them to win that.
And the Bengals was a must-win for us.
Yeah,
Look what happened.
the one loss I definitely think they will lose is they play the Chargers later in the season, second to last week.
I don't think that's a loss either. I think that's 50-50
I don't think they'll win. I don't think they'll win out though. I just don't think Houston will win out, and I think that's what's going to cost them.
That Chargers team is very dependent on Justin Herbert being healthy.
Houston will. I don't think Houston will win out. That's my takeaway. Okay.
I think Houston can win out. They have more than enough on their side.
I think they can win out. I will agree with you on that. I just don't think they will.
all right then, we're moving on, gentlemen. Over in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium, the Dolphins defeated the Saints 21-17.
It's the Saints. The Yanks. I mean, you need a QB.
Oh wait, they already got one.
Wake me up when the season ends.
Well, good news for you, Jacob. Your Uber's coming up around the corner.
Thank God.
But the season still ain't over because you still got at least a couple more weeks.
Yeah, but you can forget about making the playoffs, though. You're done.
I don't care.
Now, speaking of done, I want Raheem Morris to be fired out of a cannon.
Can I quickly say something about Miami?
Yeah.
And even though I still think he's dead, Coach Walking, Mike McDonald, is there a chance they could keep him if they keep winning?
Yeah, I think it's a team possibility.
I think his chances got higher and higher with each win. I think he might actually stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
To survive the fireman. Now then, as I was saying, Raheem Morris needs to get fired out of a cannon.
This is someone that needs to be fired, and the GM needs to be fired.
Jets beat the Falcons 27-24.
I'm the only one who picked the Jets.
You know what? I'm not holding back on this. Play the fucking graphic. I'm going to kill the Falcons right now.
Okay.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Listen, come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. Let me say, your dumb ass say it. Say that, folks. 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 Say that, folks.
ha, hee ha. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
This team is fucking garbage. And everyone knows why I'm killing this team, and it's for a move they made in the draft this past off season. These fuckers are about to give the Rams a top 10 pick in the NFL draft.
Yep. I'm the only one who picked the Jets. Falcons being Falcons.
I want them all fired.
Atlanta, somehow, in a week where we lose to Joe Burrow, somehow you managed to have the worst loss of the entire weekend. How the fuck do you do that? We can beat the Jets, but you can't?
I want them all. By the way, I'm happy for Aaron Glenn. This definitely secures his stay in New York for this season.
Atlanta, y'all are trash. Y'all did all of this to keep Kirk Cousins. You made yourself suffer for so long just to keep Kirk Cousins, just to get Michael Penix, only for Penix to get hurt. Now you have to rely on Kirk Cousins, and then you realize, oh shit, Kirk Cousins isn't good enough to win you clutch games when you need to. Why? Let him go. You paid him all that money for nothing. Absolute failures. Nah, man, this team is goofy. Get these dudes out the division. How are y'all embarrassing Dookie Mountain? How do you do that? How? The Panthers beat the fucking Rams. Bryce Young is out here winning, and y'all can't do shit.
Falcons being Falcons.
This team, look, I'm sorry. Look,
the Jordan Falcons.
Can we get into the next game? But the Falcons are shit.
Yeah,
the Jordan Falcons are a better team than the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Yes, a high school football team.
Yeah.
Let me just bring this up once again. Falcons be great pallbearers because they sure do know how to let people down.
Fire everyone.
Oh yeah.
28-3 Falcons.
Since you guys brought up this next game, the Panthers defeated the Rams 31-28.
Thank you, Carolina.
Hey Carter, unfortunate for you guys.
Yeah, guess what?
Carolina's breathing down your neck.
Guess what? You've got bad news, Tampa Bay. Kitty here to claw you lot out of the NFC South.
I want to point this out. First and foremost, we all had a hunch this was going to happen. Carolina, once they get their act together, this team's going to be dangerous. And now they're a half game behind Tampa.
Well, technically, me and Weavile actually agreed on that.
Yeah,
Look at how that worked out.
Yeah, they're pretty much taking advantage of Tampa's injury issues, and let's face it, they still have the injury issues to get to.
Yeah, but the Panthers are a live team now.
Yeah, they
in
are
the NFC. So
yeah.
Are you going to play them twice?
Yeah.
Greg Roman enjoying himself.
It's going to be for the entire division. Those 2 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is the truth.
Yeah, because at this rate, you can pretty much forget about the Falcons at this point. And the Saints are long gone. So it's between the Panthers and the Buccaneers for first place in Dookie Mountain.
Cross-leaving game's almost over.
So I just honestly, and like I brought up last week, this is this is the part of the schedule in which Tampa starts to go on the winning streak, and you say to yourself, "Hey, this team looks good," because they got weak opponents coming up. But
Panthers ain't going away though.
Any given Sunday, the Panthers are not going anywhere.
Also, Rams. This is a disaster of a loss for the Rams.
It is.
Here's the thing.
They still have the lead.
Here's the things. They can absolutely flip this back around, and in my opinion, we'll get back on track. Okay. The reason why this is a disaster of a loss is that I believe they've lost out on the NFC 1 seed. I actually believe Chicago own that right now. Okay. And trust me, the Rams will bounce back next week, considering I've just had a look who they're playing next week. Good Lord Almighty. We'll talk about that on Tuesday, a certain massacre upcoming. But the reason why this is a bad loss for the Rams is, we'll get into it, why it's a bad loss.
Now then, we're heading on out to the games that's being taking place right now, and we do have a final.
We got
Seahawks
two
to
at
the
this
Vikings.
point.
Yeah. Seahawks just took the Vikings to the woodshed. And well, the Vikings have not yet. Seahawks defeated the Vikings this afternoon. 26-0.
Repeat the score. You cut out.
26-0.
You're out of audio sync, Carter.
Yeah, your audio went out. Yeah, 26-0. Happy Seattle Seahawks defense owner in Money League Fantasy. Sorry, Josh. They kind of put one up your ass in this one this week. 24 points. That is how dominant they were.
That was crazy.
Sorry, 25 points.
That was to be expected, unfortunately.
Yeah, because
no QB they had would have ever stopped that Seattle defense from beating the shit out.
Yeah, and here's the thing: it won't even Seattle only had one offensive touchdown in this game, and that was a Charbonnet run. But we didn't really need our offense to show up. The Vikings are absolutely dead in the water.
I will repeat what I said. I will repeat what I said last Sunday. We need to stop putting the Vikings need to be seriously unhumored as a top NFC.
Oh, I agree.
They aren't serious.
And by the way, Sam Darnold didn't need to do much to get his revenge on the Minnesota Vikings. That's the fact.
He got hard carried by the defense.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's in so much of a better situation. By the way, officially a winning record for Seattle this season. I want to make that clear. We are officially locked in as a winning record.
Yeah.
Let's just say right now, this deep into the season, that I chose the Vikings to win the North.
No, I know because of this win. For
Hold on, hit kid. Carter, play the graphic.
Oh, what the hell's this over?
Play the graphic.
Oh, he wants to play Dumbass of the
one. Reason.
Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. Let me show dumb ass say it.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Who you going
for? The Minnesota Vikings. And Jose by default.
I wonder what he did wrong this time, Jamal.
Fucking everything.
You picked the Vikings to win the division.
Yeah, I did.
And came back and
also, we have technically played the graphic already, so I don't need to say this. Carter, how does 6 wins look?
Oh, trust me, I already told him he was eating that crow. So
I ate that crow already here, kid.
I would also like to say, Minnesota, you wanted those 14 wins to get you a playoff home series. How does that look now?
Yeah, 9 wins for Seattle. Next week, I believe we're on the road against Atlanta. Oh, I'm looking forward to that game.
It's gonna be easy for us.
Hey, we're tied in the NFC West now because of the Rams' loss.
Yeah, there we go.
We are officially we are officially right back in the NFC West lead. Rams have the tiebreaker because they beat us in that game. But more importantly, we're a live candidate for the NFC 1 seed.
Oh, that's significant.
Now then, let me go ahead and continue on because this game has also gone final. Chargers defeated the Raiders this afternoon, 31-14.
Max Crosby being a punk and let the Raiders lost. Good God.
Yeah, it was a punk move what Max Crosby did.
Good Lord.
There was nothing the Chargers could have did. There was nothing the Raiders could have done.
No.
That game was already a wash.
Yeah. Now, by the way, Jose, you can go ahead and celebrate because your 11-game losing streak has come to an end in fantasy football, so you can go ahead and celebrate.
This fucking late in the damn season. Let me tell you something. Right?
Jose, I'm going to say this now and forever. You really need to invest into NFL Plus. It's it's like $7 a month, and you can get yourself Fantasy Plus. Will help you out a lot of drafting and adjusting your lineups. You'll thank me later. I've used it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. The fact that I have a better record than you and I haven't been focused on the season is kind of crazy.
I haven't been focused on the VWU league because I've been paying more attention to the money league,
Well,
and I
yes,
still
I should
and I
also
still,
let you know.
and I still have one of the best records in fantasy.
Yeah.
That's
So
how well I draft, by the way, if I'm allowed to say it.
yeah. So
I could have broken that losing streak like around week 7 or 8, so I could somewhat still be a competent, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I just need this Denver Washington game to stink.
Now, we have another final.
I'm
This
just saying
game is
this,
on.
Jose. You said,
Oh my God!
Once and you'll thank me later.
Okay, we
Yeah, we
got it.
have another final.
Yeah, there you
Let's
go.
move on.
The Steelers.
There we go.
The Steelers lost.
So even when we lose, the Steelers still can't finish us.
Ladies and gentlemen, AFC North. This is AFC North.
We still have the division lead.
There
Fuck
you
you,
go.
Pittsburgh. Go
You know,
fuck
it's also
yourself.
it's also sad that even though that the Ravens still have the NFC,
You
AFC
bitch ass
North.
motherfuckers better be ready.
The AFC.
Here's the thing. I wish that I could say that I'm scared, but I just have to remind myself that Ravens and Bills are forever going to be the bridesmaids in terms of the AFC Championship and never get to the Super Bowl.
The AFC. Well,
Hey, look at. Hey, hold on, Lions fan. Don't talk.
I got my ass kicked by fucking the cheeseheads. I get it.
You ain't got no Super Bowl, so I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on to the Lions fan. We're saying the Bills and the Ravens are going to be the bridesmaid.
No.
No. Let me have a go at Jose.
Okay. Okay.
Let me have a go at Jose for this. What's stopping them from being the bride if the Chiefs ain't there to stop them in the playoffs this season?
Well, Deus Ex Machina.
Ooh.
What do you say?
Also, by the way,
stopping them from being the bridesmaid if the Chiefs aren't there?
oh, by the way, what stopped the Lions from getting to the Super Bowl?
San Francisco and injuries.
I wonder why.
Exactly.
I just gave you the fucking reasons, but anyways.
Oh, I'm being sarcastic. I know you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Because
Jamie,
even if Lamar don't make it, the funniest part is our two worst QBs still have more Super Bowls than the entire.
Bills beating the Steelers. The AFC North is officially Dookie Mountain this year. I'm sorry, and I know the NFC South usually takes it, but you haven't got a team over 500 in the AFC North. It's officially allowed to be said.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real here. You haven't got a team over 500 in the AFC North. That is Dookie Mountain this year.
All right, Carter.
now then, coming up later on this evening over in Northwest Stadium, we got the Broncos and the Commanders for Sunday Night Football.
Broncos gonna have to win this one to at least stay in the North.
Broncos should win this. I expect them to win this. But
Who's
why
that-
but why do I think this is going to be a low-scoring game?
Well, because Washington is a brick wall, maybe in defense.
They are not a brick wall.
No, they're
They
not
have
a brick
never
wall.
been a brick
It's just
wall
no, they're not a brick wall. I agree with Josh on that. Washington ain't a brick wall. It's mainly because the Broncos' offense ain't usually that good. No, the defense is probably going to easily carry them in this game.
Yeah.
It's a matter of can that defense do what they need to, or they could just run the ball down their throat, which I would appreciate.
And tomorrow night for Monday Night Football over at Gillette, we got the Giants and the Patriots.
Another
This
easy.
should be a
Stop. Don't you mean Gillette? The best the man can get.
This is a weird game to call because you would think the Patriots have this on lock, but Jackson Dart is not healthy.
All right.
Is that healthy for this game?
Yes, he's been confirmed healthy.
Ooh,
and I do think that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Because now you don't have Jameis Winston throwing INTs. You have Jackson Dart, who will gladly run that ball down New England's throat.
And hopefully get a TDS.
If New England is not careful, they will get that ball run down their throat.
If New England lose this game, then I don't know what to say about the AFC anymore.
Good
Do you know who
line.
this will help in the long run in the scary terms of the number 1 seed? Denver.
I legitimately won't know what to say about the AFC if fucking New
I'll
England
honestly
lose
be
that game.
surprised if that happens.
But if Denver lose, then I won't have a clue what to say about the AFC.
I will laugh.
Oh
so
no,
hard.
I'll have a clue because it is what it is.
I'll
The
laugh so
AFC is a
hard from it.
fucking nut job.
Anyone could come out the AFC this year.
Yeah.
AFC.
As long as the Chiefs don't make it out of there, make it to the playoffs.
The Chiefs don't. The Chiefs looks like they don't have a chance right now.
Yeah.
Well,
The whole AFC's basically have to do everything and anything to keep the Chiefs down.
well,
They don't even have to try at this point. Kansas City's going to kill themselves.
all right, anyway, ladies and
All right, let's
gentlemen.
get the cat.
Yeah, I guess we will get ready to close up shop here. So with that in mind,
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg? Sacre bleu!
Croissant?
The Sacre Bleu. What every Ravens fan was thinking of that performance Thursday night.
John Harbaugh.
And somehow we still lead the AFC North.
Which is a relief
It's
moment.
it's a fucking clown show.
AFC North.
What I would learn is that when you have a safety car, and when you see your rivals pitting, make sure you do it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What I learned-
You know what?
Because of
You know
what
what?
happened over on Qatar. Yeah.
You know what? I'll take solace in this. Me being a Ravens fan is bad, but it could be worse. I could be a Liverpool fan.
This week.
What I've learned is
I'm
that
not bad. We actually won this week.
Congratulations. You won a cookie. It helped you beat Man City.
You won against one of the worst teams in the NFL in the BPL.
what I've learned is that
Hey kid, you would have mocked us to hell and back if we had actually lost to one of the worst teams.
You say this like he wouldn't mock you irregardless of the situation.
I mean he is right about that.
let me go ahead and run through the scores. First and foremost, while I'm running
Like a hockey.
Yeah, you get the NBA up and ready to go.
NHL.
Yeah. First and foremost,
Have a good night, lads.
Take care,
Hit Tuesday.
See you on Tuesday. Hit.
First of all, over in Cleveland, the Celtics are leading the Cavaliers 74-65.
As expected, because Cleveland plays them hard for some reason.
Over at MSG, the Knicks are leading the Raptors 66-59.
There you go, New
As
York.
expected.
Over in Philly, the 76ers lead the Hawks 68-64. Over in Portland, the Trailblazers are leading the Thunder 59-57.
Man.
That won't hold up long.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Over in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I don't know where the Dark is. Is this in Minneapolis or St. Paul? I'm not too sure.
Minnesota.
But,
It's always just say Twin Cities. Just say
Yeah.
Twin Cities.
The Spurs are leading the
Minneapolis.
Timberwolves 24-21. We do have a final. The Rockets beat the Jazz 129-101.
Jazz are a bad team in the West.
As expected, because once you have Kevin Durant back as your premier shooter of this team, Houston has nothing to worry about other than just maintaining the line.
And dealing with the baggage.
Yep. Kevin Durant scored 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals today.
Hey, look, for all the baggage that comes with Durant, I know what he is. He is reliable as a scorer.
For Houston,
He'll get you
yes.
points.
He's doing great with Houston.
Yeah, coming up later on this evening, over at the scroll this up a little bit. Over at the Golden One Center in Sacramento, we got the Grizzlies and the Kings.
That's gonna be interesting.
It's gotta be easy for the Kings.
And over at the Crypto.com arena, we have the Pelicans and the Lakers.
Thank you.
Well, have fun in hell, Jacob.
Let's go ahead and go to Jose over with the ice.
Capital, we got 2 finals. Capitals beat the shit out of the Islanders 4-1. The Blackhawks beat the Anaheim Ducks 5-3. And going on right now, with 28 seconds left, the Flames and the Hurricanes are having a defensive battle and might go to overtime. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And over in Dallas, we got the Senators who are down by 1 against the Dallas Stars, who are ahead by 1. That's 2-1. That's the score in the second period.
Yeah. Over on the college hardwood, we have one game out of the top 25 in action today, and this was a nail biter. Number 20 Texas Tech defeated Wyoming 76-72 on the men's side of the ball. And let me go ahead and get the score for the women. On the women's side of the ball, at halftime, we have a nail biter here. Oklahoma is leading Florida at the half, 43-42. Also at halftime, number 20, Michigan State is leading Clemson 38-30. We have some finals
that happened.
Yeah, number 1, UConn beat Xavier. Dear God Almighty, 104-39 was the final score. Texas defeated Pennsylvania 81-63. Baylor defeated Grambling 76-35. God, I hate that game. Louisville defeated Bellarmine 100-37. Iowa State defeated Indiana 106-95. Iowa defeated Fairfield 86-72. And UCLA had their way with the Lady Vols this afternoon, beating Tennessee 99-77.
Good job, Lady Bruins.
Yeah, so just wow. Just a day at the office. Just another day at the office. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of another day at the office, we're almost done here. If you like what you see, then by all means, please. Yeah, go ahead, Jose.
We beat the shit out of the Sabres, which honestly I'm happy about. They don't deserve to exist, period. But, yeah, we lost to the Flyers like a man, so yeah. All right, go on. We'll finish this up.
Yes, if you like what you see, then by all means, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. When you do subscribe to our channel, please hit the bell. You killed him?
No, I'm dying, you fool.
Oh. Jeez. Okay, enough of the bell.
I've been having these coughing fits, so I just need to get another dose of Mucinex. I'll be fine.
Right.
Do you think you probably need some NyQuil or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'll probably go out later to get some.
Vapor or something.
Oh wait a minute, I should have some vapor. Hold up.
Oh, there we go.
Anyway, so you will know whenever we stream while Jose is healing himself. I want to thank Kid. I want to thank Jamal. I want to thank Matt. I want to thank Gerg. I want to thank everybody here for joining us here for happy hour this evening. First and foremost, I hope that everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. We're bracing ourselves up for a very, very hectic December coming up.
Hectic and freezing December.
Yeah, because
weekend in particular will be hectic as all hell.
Yeah, we got the conference, the college conference football championship games this weekend.
Bowl season.
Yep. We're gonna find out who'll be going to the college football playoff. I think we'll find that out next Sunday.
Yep.
So
along with a good old Army Navy game, Gurok.
Yep.
The season finale.
I think that's coming up. Not this upcoming Saturday.
I think it's next week. I think
next Saturday.
It's the 13th.
Next Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So I know people are really looking forward to seeing that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we thank you so much for tuning in with us. We'll be back on our usual time this coming Tuesday for our regular edition of our podcast. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Go ahead and take us home, Jacob.
Thank you very much. All right, so safe to say the month of November has proven that it is what it is, and it always will be what it is. It's safe to say we are going to be we're going to be having ourselves a good month to start to end off the year of our Lord, that is 2025, when we get to December. And trust me when I say this, December is going to be a month to remember, to say the least. But of course, the playoffs is now looming over us. As conference championship week is now set up and ready to go. Everybody, all the respective conferences has their title games locked in, and once those are wrapped up, on the 9th of December, we will have the 12 teams set up and locked in to go run their trains to get to riding and rolling. And of course, on the NFL side, we have already had our first two Ubers gone out to the desolate known as no man's land. But that doesn't mean we haven't gotten out the tickets yet, because we still don't know who's going to be hopping on that train. I got 14 tickets waiting right here, and we just got to December, so we don't know who's going to party with the Lombardi in January. So trust me when I say this thing's just getting crazy about a minute. And if you didn't know, now you know. In the F1 world, it's going to be a three-way dance to fight the Horse and Drivers Championship in Abu Dhabi. It's gonna be one hell of a fight in the season finale. And also college basketball, NBA, and of course the NHL is doing their thing, and it's gonna get crazy as we continue to run. Ready to end this year with a bang, people. So trust me when I say this, you do not want to miss out on this insanity. So, if you like what you saw from the 24th edition of Happy Hour, please subscribe to the VWU Sports Podcast channel. And if you did like episode 24, then like this video and share it across all social media outlets. That being, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. You don't touch TikTok for 2 reasons. Instagram is too toxic for us, and TikTok as well, TikTok. And if you do want to be notified when we go live on the airways, which is not only every Sunday for Happy Hour, but every Tuesday night, the Southern Online YouTube channel, so please do us all a favor and hit that bell. Thank you very much. And you'll be notified when we go live on the airways. The first when I say this, if you just thought November was insane, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're almost done with the year, because once the clock strikes midnight, it's December, boys, and that means things are about to get very hot in the icy claws of winter. So trust me when I say this, you don't want to miss out. So for my good friends, Matt, Durock, Hickey, Jamal, for my executive producer, Jose, and my good friends, Brandon and Carter, this is JB. We are signing off. We will see you guys back on Tuesday for episode 202 of the VW Sports Podcast. So until then, y'all stay safe, y'all stay warm, and we will see you guys in the month of December, and have yourselves a good night, everybody! Yeah!
Now it's us three for